Hi, welcome to the garden. And as you can see, the garden's full of folks today. I want to thank all my subscribers and the people who follow me regularly. You're great. You're wonderful. Love your comments. Please share and please make sure others see these videos. And today, the garden's a little different. You know, I cover different topics. And one of my good friends is Dr. Maggie Doolittle, and she happens to be a pet psychic. I taught her how to read tarot. This is truth in advertising. We've known each other for a long time. But and she's very good at tarot on people, but she's also can do the thing I don't do, which is read animals. And she has a strong background in science, and I'll let her explain all that. And because of that, she's been doing pet psychic work. And so Katrina, the charming lady with the lovely puppy beside her, she's a good friend of my tech support, and he mentioned that she was in a quandary about how to deal with Wallace. She helps rescue animals get civilized so that families can adopt them. And she has some questions about adopting Wallace and what's the best fit for him. So this is my garden today, and take it off, Dr. Maggie.
Okay. So you want to know about if Wallace needs to move on or stay with you, or what his issues are?
Yeah. So I am a animal foster for Dallas Pets Alive, which is an organization here in the Dallas Metroplex. And Wallace is my fourth foster. And he has been with me for about 5-6 months now. And so, you know, part of me is like, oh my gosh, he's been with me so long. Should he just become my dog? Part of me is like, no, I did this so that he could find his forever home. So part of me wants to know, like, does he like being with me? Would he like to be my dog? And then he has some behavioral issues that I'd like to get a better understanding of as well.
I'll see if I can approach that. I guess I should show. I use the Touchtone Tarot deck by Cat Black.
And I'll have that in my notes below. So
just because I like the images, I haven't really worked with the animal decks as much, but this seems to tell me quite a bit. It's just I need to know, like, is the pet a male or a female? So when I'm seeing the images, I can figure out who it is we're talking about. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross and see what we can come up with one more time and see what we can get at with you and Wallace. Yes. And Wallace obviously thinks he's very photogenic. He's a cutie.
He is very photogenic. Despite what he may or may not believe, he's a handsome dog.
How old is Wallace?
So I'm fostering him through a shelter. So their estimate of his age is about 6. But we don't know. You know, one of the things I'm curious about is, you know, what was his life like before he came into my life? I have some guesses, but would love to know more. Behaviorally, his big issue is he's not a fan of other dogs. And so I kind of want to know, how do I make him more comfortable?
Don't say much more about his behaviors because Maggie's going to see.
Yeah, right.
No. I want to go ahead and take a look at that. Okay. So this is kind of interesting, and I think the base of, or the reading starts out with the Hermit reversed. So I'm thinking that might be Wallace. Because that tends to be someone that's kind of a bit immature and can be a little petulant if he doesn't get his way. Does that sound good?
Yes.
It's like, no, not that. Then then here, the next one is what helps or hurts that is the Ace of Wands. So I think with you, he's kind of found a new beginning to his little life. And in the past, it looks like whoever owned him was the Queen of Wands or coins reversed. So she was someone about money, but not very good with it.
That's the evil stepmother card.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would be the evil stepmother, because he, I don't think he liked it there at all. I mean, that's the feeling that I'm getting. And then what's happening right now is, let me just see, is you both are just in a waiting stage. That's the Seven of Coins. And you're kind of waiting to see if what you planted comes to fruition, because the coins here are like they're up in a little tree to me. Does that sound good, Nancy? Jean?
Yeah, that's,
okay.
You speak, Margaret. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So what's coming up? What's going to be coming up sooner is going to be in the future is the Page of Cups reversed. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't hold this. And if you look at this person, they're surrounded by animals. You see that? There's a kitty cat. I don't know why you have a fish in a cup, but evidently this person has a fish in the cup. And so in terms of that, again, that might be Wallace, unless you have another young man in the picture that might be working with him. But the Page of Cups, normally, if you think about it, right side up is a dreamer, and upside down, it's a hopeless romantic, and able to be lost in their own fantasy world. So I'm not sure if that's you or if that's Wallace.
Sounds very Wallace-like. I tell you, the other thing is, it's saying to you, I am an animal. The other thing is, in the original Page of Cups that's in the Rider-Waite deck, he has a fish in that cup he's holding. And there's always people who say, it may mean a clear message of great things to come, or it could mean they're bringing you a stinky fish.
Okay. Well, to me, it seems like this is much more Wallace
Okay.
than you. Now, the hopes and fears are going to be the Four of Coins. And you look at this person and they've got money over their head, money here and there, and they're trying to keep all their money, keep all their how do I want to put this? All of their resources. So I'm going to have to think about that to see where that comes in. Now, your understanding of the situation is the Two of Wands. So I think that's starting something new between the two of you.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a new relationship, definitely.
And that is even coming further, because the next thing to help or hurt you is the Two of Cups.
Okay.
And those are two people or two things coming together. And so it seems to me that that's you and Wallace coming together. Then the outcome here is the Ace of Cups reversed.
Okay.
And again, it looks like this angel with a dove. Everything looks wonderful. But when it comes to be the Ace of Cups in terms of reversed, that can be a template like I don't know if it's does Wallace really want to be happy with you, or when he goes, if he's gone out to other people, does he sabotage that because he wants to come back to you?
Yeah, he has had many potential adopters, and he has never once stuck it out with any of them.
Well, what I will tell you is I've done a lot with I've had dogs, but with my living situation, and then I had a neighbor that was doing cat rescue, I did cat rescue. And I have a foster fail right now, sleeping over with my other cat. And she would go to adoptions and she'd sit in the little cage there and she would burrow under stuff and just look miserable because she didn't want to be there. She wanted to be here. And he might be just acting out because he doesn't want to go anywhere else. And then the next one, and I'm trying to figure that out, is the 9 of coins reversed. Now that normally speaks to money troubles, but I'm not sure how that...
Coins can be values. He can have question anyone else's values.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he knows your values, but he doesn't know anyone else's. And a weekend is not long enough for him to figure that out.
True.
And I guess if he sticks it out more than one weekend, then he's unhappy about it. Or things might go the way he doesn't want, which is leaving you. So I think he wants to be with you.
Aww. Yeah,
and it seems like you kind of want to be with him. But there are 2 other questions, because if you want to keep fostering, obviously it's hard when you have a dog. And it's hard when you have a dog that doesn't like other dogs.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit.
It would almost be considered impossible if you won't get along with other dogs.
Yeah, no, because I've had, I have a friend, she's older, she's fostered cats. Cats come, cats go, no one seems to care. You come to my house, that little foster fail of mine, and if it's out, she's stalking it. She's like, wait a minute, I'm here and I'm not going to let anyone else in here. So she goes along. So but you said you had some issues on. So I think, I forgot to come back to that one.
The 4 that you were having trouble with?
Yes.
That's the control freak card.
Oh, but it was upside down.
No, it was upside down. It means you want to let go of control and figure out what to do with the situation instead of predicting everything, instead of calling every shot. And he may want a decision just made. He may want to have a sense of permanence. Would that make sense? That makes sense with the cards we were seeing.
He's tired of doing all these like false starts with potential.
Well, no, but the thing is, he wants to know that he's really yours.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to know he's really somebody's.
Yeah, because when, like with my cat, I gave her a name, Cuddlebug, because I thought, everyone will want that cat. And no one did. I don't like that name, and I have to give her another name, but I haven't yet. So I took her to the vet, and they called her Kitten, which is a horrible name for a cat. But she now she now knows, though, that she's mine.
Yeah.
She's not going anywhere. And she's very happy in that knowledge, I'm sure. Just not getting a bunch of teeth pulled the other day. So let's do, how about a 5? Should I do a 5 card to see what's going on with?
You do what you do, kid.
Okay. Well, let me start with a 5 card and see what he's doing here in terms of.
You're doing a wonderful job of showing off Wallace.
Trying.
Well, Margaret's laying out the cards. If someone was interested in taking Wallace on and giving him a shot, can you just say the name of the email that they can contact?
Yeah, so if you go to the Dallas Pets Alive, DallasPetsAlive.com, they have adoptable dogs and cats, and you fill out the application online and submit it for any of the adoptable dogs and cats, including Wallace, if you're interested in looking for a new forever furry friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they have all sorts of animals on there. And they try to place as many in foster homes as possible so that they're out of shelter situations and can relax and get, you get to learn the personality of the dog a lot better when you're living with them.
Right.
So, yeah, Dallas
You
Pet.
obviously know him pretty well.
Yeah, he's been my longest foster by far. And I feel like I know his personality really well. I know his little quirks and what he likes, what he doesn't like, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so I just did a 5 card, so the 2 of the past, the 1 in the middle, and the 2 the future. And one of his cards was the 6 of coins or cups, 6 of cups. Sorry, C and C, it just gets to me. And if you look at it, they're these little kids, and they've got these little cups, and they've got little flowers in them, and everyone. Well, they don't look particularly happy, actually. So when you talk about that, you are kind of, when it's right side up, it's going to be some sort of generous benefactor. When it's right side up, it could be people who don't always give enough. And so maybe what happened in his past is he was with people that didn't give him what he needed.
I suspect that is very true, based on some physical signs on his body of what happened in his.
Oh, I hate that. And here's the Chariot, him working to find balance. And here's you. You're in the middle.
The same card
kind of looks like you, the dark hair, and she's wand, so she's growing something really good with him, and that's what he sees. But with this constant going back and forth, he tends to be a little depressed. That's the moon there, and let me just, and then the 3 of coins. Is the last one that you have, and it's upside down. And I think normally when it's upside down, it's like you have to put your money where your mouth is, or your mouth, meaning you need to take action, not just talk. So you either need to, I won't say that because that's not a nice thing to say, but you need to make a decision about him.
Okay.
Yep. Maggie's an old friend. We talk very bluntly about it. So.
No, but I was going to use one of my dad's phrases, and that wasn't politically correct. It's not political. It's not a political thing. It's just
she doesn't want me bounced off YouTube.
No, I don't want to be bounced off YouTube. But I think I have the feeling that a lot of he's insecure because of the going back and forth to people. Okay. And that may be some of the reason he's acting out. It's not because those are necessarily ingrained things. Although I don't know, I'm going to have to think some about the dog aggression. He wasn't used in any fight things, was he? Dog fighting rings?
Unclear.
I mean, because
I don't know his history in that sense.
Right, because he's not a small dog.
No, he's a very big dog. He's about 82 pounds.
And people get a hold of dogs to use for bait for dog fights it's just bad news. So
he's a boxer too. There's people who dog fight boxers.
Yeah.
But he's not. Is he a boxer?
No, he's not a boxer.
Oh, no.
He's a dog boxer.
No.
I don't know his official breed. I haven't.
He looks like a shepherdy mix.
Yeah, he's labeled as a German Shepherd mix on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you might have some Malamute or something like that thrown in.
I think he has some snow dog in him because he loves going out in the cold. This weather, it's very cold in Texas right now, and this weather is his dream weather.
He's gonna love Monday.
Yeah.
Snow.
He loves the cold weather. So I think he's got some snow dog in him somewhere. But and the floppy ears, I don't know where the floppy ears are coming from,
but his coat just looks so thick that's why I was thinking that. The floppy ears, I'm not sure either,
Yeah.
because shepherds and Malamutes or any of those dogs would have the stand-up ears.
yeah.
So, well, maybe someday you can do DNA on them
Yes, that would
and figure it out.
If he becomes my dog, we would definitely get some DNA on him.
Find out all the good stuff.
But
Okay.
part of it is you have to figure out if that's what you want to do and what's
Right.
best for you. You're in an apartment, but obviously he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a Rottweiler for 13 years that some of the times I lived with places with backyards, some of the times I didn't. And she didn't care as long as she was with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Do you have
that's
a
what they-
specific question, Katrina, for Maggie?
I would like to know if he's afraid of other dogs or if he wants to make friends, like how something along those lines of like,
Okay, well, let's stick with, is he afraid of other dogs?
yeah, is he afraid of other dogs?
That's a good one to start with. A lot of dogs out of fear will go out after them.
He's having a great time. He's fallen asleep.
It's because Maggie's on the. Dr.
That's
Maggie.
right. Animals do that around me.
One woman she was helping had a bulldog or a boxer. What was it? The woman.
Basset hound.
Basset hound, and the woman was talking to Dr. Maggie on the computer. The dog came in the woman's room, which it rarely ever did, her workroom, got up on the bed and fell asleep. And she said, it's never done that before.
Wow. So maybe he's focusing all of his energy on answering your questions.
Okay. This is a 5-card spread. First one is the Ace of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're starting something new. You might think you're a bit of a fool taking on a dog in your apartment, a big dog. That's number 2. Number 3, the 6 of Wands, victory. And the 4th one is the 7 of Wands, kind of
Defensive
defensive fights. And then the 5th one is upside down. So there's 4 yeses and 1 no.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our Queen of Coins lady again. So I think whatever happened with her made him totally afraid of other dogs.
It's not just other dogs, it's other beings.
Well, yeah.
He just, if something comes near me, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, because obviously if he has signs of abuse, then that lady did it, and he's afraid of anything coming at him that's going to abuse him.
So I imagine with your care and loving thing, you could help him with that. But that'll give other people who might be interested in taking Wallace on to know about it, because you explain fostering, Katrina.
Sure.
I've never done that.
Yeah, so essentially it is taking a dog from the shelter to live with you until they can be adopted into their forever home. And so you provide more context to potential adopters about how they behave in a home and not just in a shelter environment, which a shelter environment is worst kind of environment for a dog and doesn't give you a good insight into their personality at all. And so by going into foster homes, you kind of get a better understanding of the dog, and you can provide the potential adopters with more information. And because I know him, I know what I want for him in a parent or a potential parent. And so there's two-way screening. I'm screening them and they're screening the dog. And I have rejected some people for not being right for Wallace. So I just need to be the right kind of person to take on a dog of his size and his characteristics.
But I think as the more relaxed and confident he gets, being with you or with someone else, I think that fear of other things will subside.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better over the course of me fostering him. His like distance needs from other dogs is a lot better. He's much more comfortable around people. He's really friendly with other people. Really likes meeting new people. And that's all gotten a lot better over just being, you know, in a home and cared for and loved and all that kind of stuff. So he definitely gets better with, you know, care, like any animal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, but he's definitely afraid.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, I can't thank you both enough for coming and kind of going through this process with us, kind of seeing how it works. I also pulled a couple cards on this.
Oh.
And because I do crystals as well as cards, I pulled Tanzanite for this, and it means clarity. So maybe you got some clarity out of this. And this exquisite crystal assists in cleansing and opening the third eye chakra. So this is opening, and maybe it's opening his third eye chakra. The deep violet blues help transcend messages into our psyche. And Tanzanite opens you up to spiritual wisdom and sharing, opens and activates the third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, vision, and imagination, assists in the communicating with the higher aspects of self, creating a deep knowledge of what we need, and allows you to see the world with clarity. And it's a beautiful stone, but if you want to carry Tanzanite around, I know the gem grade crystals are a lot, but you can get little bits of Tanzanite like this from the rock stores and carry it around as a talisman. So if you're looking for something to work with your third eye and clear it up. And then, of course, we have my beloved inner child cards. For those who don't know, it's this book of cards, Inner Child Fairy Tale. And when I pulled earlier today about how this reading was go, I got Ace of Hearts, which is wonderful. It really means when the ace turns up, it's always positive. This card affirms that new opportunities in the realm of love rising from the depths of the past and a knowledge of the future. The new love may be a person, an idea, a realization, or a dream, or a life situation. Open your heart to what this card offers you because it holds the key to exploring a higher dimension in your universal love. So I think Wallace needs someplace to go and be loved. I think he loves Katrina and Katrina loves Wallace, but like Katrina said, that may not be the best opportunity for him, and also because she is a single woman living in an apartment. So I will put below the way to reach the shelter Katrina works with, and you can check out Wallace and lots of other likely pets to be taken in. I want to thank Dr. Maggie Doolittle, and I will have Maggie's email, so you can email her if you're interested in a reading. Maggie doesn't have a YouTube channel yet because I haven't been able to get her to do it, but she does do readings, and she does do Zoom, obviously, or she wouldn't be here with me. So I really thank you guys for being here today. I also want to do a big shout out to Dianne's Tarot. She got a grid for me, and she showed it today in her show. And I also want to tell everyone who's watching this to put the prayers out for Dianne and her mother. Her mother has gone into palliative care, and Dianne talks about it on her channel, so you can go over there and see all the details about it. But I really, really appreciate her reaching out and trusting me to build a grid for her, and I hope that it helps her through this difficult time. Also, you can pray for all the pets in the shelters that all need homes, because they do. And like I said, I'll have the information below for how to reach Dr. Maggie. And Katrina, you can reach through the shelter place. And I really want to thank everyone who's taken an interest in this. This is another sort of facet of being a psychic, and I do not do critters. So do not tell me that you want a critter. Now, I could maybe send you a crystal to help you with a critter, but I don't do critters, and that's and Maggie does, and she has a great deal of scientific knowledge to back up what she's saying about animals and dogs and cats and I guess birds and fishes. You're going to have a fish? You got a fish in that cup, right, Meg? So anyway, I really want to thank everyone who is here today, and I once again I want to thank everybody who's supporting my channel. I will be with Andrea at LilacLantern on the 25th. We're going to have some interesting, fun new things to see then. So thank you for watching the show today.